Hey everybody, it's Casey Turton, host of the WINS Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. And today I'm positive you're going to enjoy this chapter because we're going to talk about 3 myths that we're going to debunk about positive thinking. But before we begin, always remember, please like and subscribe. And I just want to thank everybody over the past several months that have helped this channel grow. The goal is every week to post something that helps us become better people, realize our goals, and fulfill our ambitions. So let's get started. The first myth we're going to debunk is that in order to be a positive thinker, we have to ignore the negative. Now, the problem with that is that negative things are part of our life, right? I mean, it's just going to happen, and there's no way to walk around with rose-colored glasses on and say that everything is unicorns and rainbows and we're a Pollyanna. And people might take us to be a little off kilter if that's how our attitude is all the time. In other words, that we have to embrace the fact that negative things are going to happen, but not let that impede our ability to use our brain and our emotions to overcome it using positive thinking and positive actions in our life. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 says, the number 2 myth, I should say, says that we never feel negative emotions. We're above being angry, we're above being upset or fearful or concerned about our future because we're positive people, and when we float, our feet don't touch the ground because we've learned and practiced positive thinking. All right, let's just get this straight here for a second, okay? As we're going to talk about a little later here too, positive thinking takes work. And besides the fact that negative things are going to happen, we do need to recognize and deal with, as I said earlier, our negative emotions. So we get rid of this idea that negative things can never happen to us, and we get rid of this idea that we can never think about negative or feel negative emotions. This last myth, myth number 3, is my favorite because what it says is positive thinking is easy. Just read some bumper stickers, get some daily affirmations from an app, read a couple positive thinking books, and that's all you need to do. But that's not true. Positive thinking and becoming a positive person is hard work. You know, science can tell you that our brain is hardwired for survival. And we're going to feel fear and negativity and get into that fight or flight escape route in our mind when problems occur. So how do we teach ourselves to become a positive thinker so we can move forward with our events and, you know, things that we want to get done in our life? And the way we have to do that is to enable habits that we practice. As much as we practice our diet and our exercise, we need to practice training our mind, which is a process called neuroplasticity, if you want to check it out, so that your mindset changes and adopts a more positive point of view. So let me give you an example of a drill that you can do, or I shouldn't say drill, of something that you can do on a daily basis that's going to teach you and train you to become more positive. And I call that Power of One. And what this basically is when you go to bed at night, we all have a tendency to think about our problems that are coming up the next day or some issues we had that day, and they cause us to toss and turn. Well, switch your framework. Switch your thought to think of one positive thing that you did that day before you go to bed. Could be as simple as picking the kids up and taking them to soccer, making dinner, paying some bills, being kind to somebody in the supermarket. But make an effort to do one thing good. The next day when you wake up and you put your feet on the floor, think to yourself, what's my intention today? What is it that I want to do that will be particularly positive? Then what that does is it sets you on the hunt for a situation where you can act in a positive manner towards a human being. Maybe forget that road rage. Maybe forget somebody who cuts in line at the grocery store. Not get upset with it. Maybe not get upset when the kids are annoying and you're trying to work at home. Deep breathing and calming down. So You get rid of these knee-jerk negative reactions and you replace them consciously and deliberately with actions that can be more positive. So let's step back for a second and review. We are allowed to have negative emotions. We don't have to deny them. And we don't have to think that positivity and being positive is some magic moment that's going to just appear in our brain. It takes hard work. And if you start today, you'll find that over time, you teach yourself how to be positive and your perspective on life is going to change. People will feel it, you'll feel it, and you'll see the results. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you feel positive about the Wins Life Hacks and Life Coaching channel. I hope you like and subscribe and come on back again, and of course leave me comments so I can bring you better weekly content on how we can all be a better person. See you in the future.